Words are powerful, and they mean things. And right now in this election, as you very well know, there is nothing short of freedom and liberty on the line. We can look through the laundry list of examples of how increasingly our government is becoming more and more tyrannical and taking more and more of our freedom away. Oftentimes it is cloaked in, well, we have to do this in order to keep you safe, or we have to do this because we know what's best for you. But even now we are seeing that they're not even making excuses.
So words are indeed powerful, and we live in a world where words are being changed to mean other things, right? So when you think about the word freedom in the context of this current climate, when it comes to politics, that freedom is defined as we're going to tell you how to run your life. So words do mean things, and they always have, and their definitions are being changed right in front of our eyes. So what do we do about that? And how exactly is Kamala Harris gaslighting you? This is what this video is about. And what is gaslighting? Have we really looked at what gaslighting is when it comes to politics? We have to take a look at that. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how exactly Kamala Harris and her team is gaslighting you. So first and foremost, let's just talk about this point here. When you think about her a couple of years ago, right? Did you even like her as a person or appreciate what she's done in the political climate and her work in California? Did you even appreciate it then? If the answer is yes, so what happened between then and now? How do you feel about her now? When a standard conversation interview usually takes place with individuals who are the top of the ticket, how come we're not getting that? And how do we get someone to be on the front cover of Time magazine, yet did not speak to Time magazine? How does that even happen? So when you look at gaslighting, even in that regard, you will notice that things are not as they seem. Is Kamala Harris really the one running things? We know that's not the case when it comes to political individuals, right? There's a team behind them. And who is the team behind her? And why does it seem like she's doing all this stuff only at rallies, but not taking the time to actually do a sit down, which we may get in September, right? But we don't know. So welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew. And if you like this information already, please make sure you like and subscribe. And we are being gaslighted in real time, whether you look at how things are being put together by Kamala's team or even Trump's team. But one person I really am appreciating in the last couple of weeks is Tulsi Gabbard. I really like what I'm hearing from her. I've watched an interview from her, which was about an hour and 50 plus minutes, and she is the real deal. I like her. I'm curious what you think about her. But a couple of things I want to share here in this particular video. I'll show you clips of some of the things that she shared in relation to what's happening in this current climate with Kamala Harris and even Trump. But at the same time, we're going to go over a couple of things as it relates to gaslighting, because we are being gaslighted in real time.
How many of you saw Kamala Harris's first ad? Her latest campaign ad? A few of you. So for those of you who haven't seen it, the two words that she is using in that ad, and that you will continue to hear for the next 3 months, is freedom and our future.
I am Kamala. Coconut tree.
She is promising to be a president who will champion our freedom and who will bring about a bright future. Don't forget this.
So fighting for your freedom and fighting for your future. When in any government that we actually believed that they were fighting for our future and fighting for our freedom? I don't think there's ever a government that we actually believe that. And the fact that she's using these words intentionally, you're going to keep hearing them over and over and over again until you actually believe the propaganda machine. And speaking of propaganda, make sure you check out 12 Rules for Propaganda, link in the description below. But understand that this is not going to stop. If you're watching any social media content, if you're watching any of her interviews, if she ever has any, if you're watching any rallies, these words are going to be repeated. The script is going to be the same until you actually believe what she's pushing. And what is she pushing? She's pushing an agenda that she wants you to believe that she is the one that is going to solve all of your problems. And we know that's not the case with any government, with any president, with any vice president. So I love the point that Tulsi makes here, that you have to pay close attention to the propaganda machine, because a couple of years ago, she was not necessarily someone that was liked. And now she is the darling of the Democratic Party. So let's talk about gaslighting. Gaslighting, defined as manipulating someone into questioning their own perception of reality. Merriam-Webster cites deception of one's memory, perception of reality, or mental stability. Okay, so let's go down a little bit further. It says here, gaslighting involves two parties: the gaslighter, who persistently puts forth a false narrative in order to manipulate, and the gaslighted, who struggles to maintain their individual autonomy. All right. Gaslighting is typically effective only when there is an unequal power dynamic, or when the gaslighted has shown respect to the gaslighter. So a lot of individuals respect Kamala Harris for what she's done. And even if she was trying to brainwash them right now, because they respect her so much, they may just willingly give up their autonomy. All right. Gaslighting is distinct from genuine relationship conflict in that one party manipulates the perception of the other. And since the 1970s, the term has been used in psychoanalytic literature to describe a conscious intent to brainwash. All right. Motivations. It says here, gaslighting is a way to control the moment, stop conflict, ease anxiety, and feel in control. However, it often deflects responsibility and tears down the other person. Some may gaslight their partners by denying events, including personal violence. All right, let's keep going down a little bit. Gaslighting is more likely to be effective when the gaslighter has a position of power. And it says here in the 2008 book, State of Confusion, Political Manipulation, and the Assault on the American Mind, the authors contend that the prevalence of gaslighting in American politics began with the age of modern communication. That's interesting, okay? Further on, it says, to say gaslighting was started by any extent group is not simply wrong. It also misses an important point. Gaslighting comes directly from blending modern communication, marketing, and advertising techniques with long-standing methods of propaganda. There goes that word again, okay? So next thing I'm going to show you here is 2008 Barack Obama presidential campaign. Now check this out. In June 2008, the then Senator Obama clinched the Democratic Party nomination. He thanked David Plouffe for being the one who never gets any credit, but has built the best political campaign, I think, in the history of the United States. Now, guess what? If you have not seen this already, guess who is hanging out with Kamala Harris now? Gee, look, it's David Plouffe, okay? 2024 Kamala Harris presidential campaign. In August of 2024, Plouffe joined the Harris campaign as a senior advisor. So just understand that Kamala is banking on the fact that you're not going to look at any information that questions who she is, where she's been, okay? Like, if you're that person, then she loves you because you're not going to question anything that she has going on or anything that she did or didn't do. Because I don't even think she actually went to the border to see if there was anything going on there. So how does she know exactly what you need? She just knows exactly what to say to get your vote, right? And that is the machine that is behind her right now. They know exactly what you want to hear, and they're going to sell you on that and pretend like she is the best thing that you've ever seen. And on top of that, she is an Indian woman and or a black woman and or a graduate of a HBCU and all the things that, and she was, a prosecutor and all the things that go with who she is. And you have to start asking yourself, what has she done prior to even getting here? She got the baton handed off to her to be the top of the ticket. But is she really the president that you are looking forward to seeing in the next 4 years? Now, depending on how things go, since they're changing all these laws and doing all these things, they may try to have a president come in there and stay forever. Who knows? We might become a tyrannical place or even more than that than we're seeing right now. So this is where we are right now with this climate. It is an interesting place, and we are being gaslighted in real time. If you like this video, please like it. I appreciate that. Please make sure you watch this video here and also subscribe right here. And until next time, take care.